On day 5, we took a break from traveling and planned a 2-day, 3-night stay in Moab, Utah. On the first day, we took a guided 4x4 rock climbing tour from High Point Hummer and ATV. There are other ATV vehicles you can rent and take on individual non-guided trips, but be advised that the machines cost around $30,000 and you are responsible for any damages to the vehicles. We planned a 9 a.m. start to avoid the midday heat, and the cost was about $80 per person. The tour lasts about 2.5 hours and all adults must sign a waiver. Moab is an adventure seeker's paradise. It is one of the fastest growing cities in the West, and more than 1 million visitors flock here every year. The town was made famous by a geologist named Charlie Steen. In 1952, the down-on-his-luck uranium prospector made a major strike near Moab, Utah. The U.S. government was in the midst of a nuclear arms race and funded his discovery. This made Charlie Steen a very rich man. Steen spent his wealth on extravagant things and threw lavish parties. He built a hilltop mansion with a swimming pool, greenhouse, and servants' quarters. There are stories of Steen flying in Sinatra and other celebrities to perform at his home, and even stories of him filling his swimming pool with champagne. As you can imagine, Steen spent all of his money and died penniless. The home he built still stands and has been transformed into a restaurant called the Sunset Grill. The name was chosen because the restaurant looks over the valley towards the sunset to the west. Entrance to the trails is free, and you will see other guided tours, individual ATV riders, and even people taking their personal family 4x4s on the trails. The trails are also very popular with mountain bikers and have some of the most challenging mountain biking trails in America.
Now, starting here to the right, I want you guys to notice this formation of what they call scientifically fins. And these are these were literally created by once Utah was an ocean at one point in life. As waters came down, weathering, erosion, and acidic rain are the main ingredients. Are the main ingredients to making fins. It is my first time going. Now, I've done this trail pretty much like 631 times a year. It's a very safe trail. You guys will like it. It's okay to scream if you get scared. Start the trail. Now, here we go. Now, admiring the fence over here, we start climbing the very big fence called the Devil's Backbone. Okay? This little hill right here is called Little Juniper Hill because of this little tree right here in front of me. Now, even though it's little, that's close to 20 years old. You guys notice that there's about, out of 10 trees, 8 of them are the juniper tree. Of course, other than gin berries, which is the creation of gin and tonic, the juniper is your best friend if you like to drink the gin. But these trees can live anywhere between 200 to 700 years. Some scientists that have been studying the fauna inside canyonlands have found some to be well over 1,000, which makes it an incredible self-reliable tree in the desert. Their roots go down 150 to 200 feet, always searching for water. But all that little water that we're seeing, the spherical water for the plant life out here, is all for the little rodents that we have around here. Now you'll notice a bunch of these scratches in front of us. Those have particular names out here. It's called Jeep blood. We'll see a lot of that. here to the left, and they roll. Then you have to call Mater. Trucks and cars, we have a few in town. They come out here and roll you around and take you back into town. It usually costs you about $1,000. The guy only takes cash.
In the distance were the La Salle Mountains. The mountains were named by the Spanish conquistadors who arrived in the 15th century. Standing on the rocks in the 105-degree heat, they saw white at the top of the mountains. Although it was really snow, they could not believe snow could exist in the desert, so they thought it was salt. So they erroneously named them the Salt Mountains.
right? The rock is redder, and that's because some of the sands that created this colorful rock come from the other side of this ravine here in front of us. Castle Valley has redder rock, redder sand, meaning it's got more calcium and iron to it, as well as magnesium, which created. So you don't see a lot of that here. You do Bryce Canyon someday, there's a lot of that. It's a 300 to 500-year-old juniper tree here to the right. Yeah, the grandma's here. Perfect spot, as you can see, a little bit. There we climb. A little bit of Jeep cover blood, but that was a nice idea. That's why you have. This one, Juniper got struck by lightning. Grandpa Juniper.
Near the end of the Hummer tour, we stopped to look at ancient dinosaur fossil footprints and take a look down at the valley below. After our Hummer tour, we did some shopping in downtown Moab and then went back to our hotel to relax and spend some time at the pool.